And it's almost like you have this cheat code, right? Like you have a higher risk for these cancers, so you have to test for it. You have to make sure that you take care of yourself. And I think I've just had my head in the sand for so long that I'm like, wait a minute, like I have kids, I have to be around, I have to be healthy to take care of myself. You gotta get on my level. Hey, I'm Leah Van Dale, and this is Hot Mom Shit, the podcast where we live in the and. We're going to laugh, we're probably going to cry, and I'm definitely going to say something I probably shouldn't. If you've ever looked like a babe on the outside while completely losing your shit on the inside, you are exactly where you need to be. Welcome back to another episode of Hot Mom Shit. Your girl is really going through it, guys. My kids are just not sleeping. I posted a video the other day on Instagram about how like my kids had this crazy night where I was up between like the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. It was just a freaking shit show. And then last night, my mom decided to take the boys, or not decided. Every Thursday night, I've been doing a date night with Matt, which has been amazing. It's given us like something to look forward to. And then we're not scrambling throughout the week of like trying to find a pocket of time to hang out with each other because we know no matter what, Thursday nights, my mom takes the boys. We get an opportunity to like do whatever we want, like whether it's go out to dinner or grab a drink. Yesterday, we decided to go to a spa and get a facial, and it was just like so nice. And then she took the boys for the night, and I was able to sleep. I slept for 9 hours straight, but I think it did more damage than good because I've been struggling all day. I'm so tired, and I'm just like, it's like you get a little sleep and then you just want more. Nonetheless, I wanted to talk about something today. I wanted to talk about where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm 9 months, almost 10 months postpartum. I'm a month free of breastfeeding, pumping. I mean, I talked about the shit show that was, we all know. And I feel like the cobwebs are starting to clear. The cobwebs are clearing. What is it? This is why I need my husband around. The dust is settling. The smoke is clearing. I'm pretty sure those are the sayings. And I feel like I'm kind of like coming into my own again. And I know that sounds crazy because it's only been a month since breastfeeding has wrapped up. And I know my hormones are probably still all over the place, but I feel like I'm slowly catching little glimpses, little glimmers of Leah, right? It's weird. Like little things like just feeling a little bit more myself. And I know you say like, oh, you're never going to get back to yourself again because then you're like a different person since you have kids and it's like the new version of you. And yes, that is true. I'm loving it and it's amazing. Like I know in our conversation with my conversation with Matt, the first, I don't know, second, third episode that I did on Hot Mom Shit, I was talking about how like I just have no libido. Like I have no desire to even think about wanting to have sex with my husband because I'm just so tired all the time. My hormones are just all over the place. The prolactin from breastfeeding. And it's like weird to have like, oh, maybe I do want to like kiss Matt right now. Maybe I do want to do a little, you know? And it's weird. I don't even recognize that in myself or in my body. I'm like, what is this feeling? I haven't had this in so long because like I know I had mentioned before, I've either been pregnant or breastfeeding for over 3 years now. So the hormones in my body were never telling me to want to have sex because I wasn't ovulating. And it's just so weird. It's amazing. It's great. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm feeling a little bit more like myself. And it's helping my marriage. It's like we're slowly coming out of that roommate phase. And I'm just feeling nice. And I don't really know. Like, I'm trying to think of after I had Dimitri because I guess I was still breastfeeding with him. So I think I read somewhere it takes like 5 years to really feel like yourself again after kids? That's insane, by the way. Women are like, we're fucking superheroes. It's wild to think that it takes 5 fucking years to feel like yourself again. I don't know the exact statistic because I'm not a doctor and I don't really remember what it was. I might be making that up that it's 5 years. But I'm curious when you started feeling like yourself again after you had a baby because I don't even remember what that's like again because I was breastfeeding with Dimitri and then I was still breastfeeding and I got pregnant with Bram. So this is the first time in so long that I'm catching little glimmers of myself again. Like, oh, okay, you are a bad bitch. Okay, okay. just feeling myself, and it feels good. So I'm so excited to continue to get back to that normal hormone place and just feel like a normal human again. And like, it's more than just the hormones, it's just about your life and the chaos and trying to organize it. And like, it's so hard to have any sort of set schedule when you have kids, even when they are on a sleep schedule. It's just so difficult for me. I know I would be trying to like have certain plans for the next day, and then that night my kids aren't sleeping, so then I wake up in the morning, and then Matt wakes up or my mom comes over and I hand the kids off so I can just take a quick nap because I'm so exhausted because I only had like 4 broken hours that night or less. So, in addition to the hormones, getting yourself feel back to normal, it's just about, slowly crawling out of that fog and that haze of the no sleep and the what is my life again? Like when you have your first kid, your whole world is turned upside down trying to figure out who you are and how he fits into your life, how you fit into their life. Never mind with two. And I mean, I can't speak for more than two because I don't know what that's like. I mean, I have 3 stepkids, and that's a different animal as well, right? But it's trying to figure it all out. And I'm doing that. And I'm really like want to pat myself on the back. I'm feeling really good. And I've really started to prioritize my health lately because for the last 9 months, I've obviously just been trying to like focus on keeping Bram alive and feeding him and breastfeeding and trying to just not die myself. So I've been trying to keep him alive for the last 9 months, and just, we're barely surviving, never mind thriving. And now I'm like, okay, I need to, like, who am I again? I'm trying to figure it out, trying to focus on myself, trying to focus on my health. I want to try to get in the gym. I've been working out more, been doing more Pilates, and just like now I have the energy to do Pilates because again, I'm not worrying about the pumping, and like I just felt like so depleted when I was breastfeeding. Why the hell did I do it for so long? But it's okay. We moved on, right? So the point I'm trying to make in all of this is I've been trying to prioritize my health lately. I met with a doctor to try to figure out like where all my levels are at because I know postpartum and all of the things like your hormones and everything are so out of whack. And I had when you're pregnant, and I think it's like when you're in the hospital, even after you give birth, they check all of your blood levels and all of the things. And for the most part, I was fine, but from what I remember. And now I'm like, okay, where am I at? So I did like this crazy intensive blood, what do you call it? Like blood panel a couple weeks ago, and I got the results, and everything like looks great, which I was really happy about because I feel like I don't even know where I'm at when it comes to any of that because I mean, I'm now 38, but like up until this point, just like living my life and just like if something feels off, then you go to the doctor, right? But I think because now I have 2 kids, the thought of making sure that I'm healthy and around for them for as long as I can be, like that's been such a priority of mine. Now that I'm in the mindset to take care of myself, I really want to make sure that I can do that. So I think I talked about this a little bit on a previous episode, but I have like such anxiety over like making sure that I'm healthy and alive and around for these boys. And I'm like, oh my God, what if something goes wrong? Who's going to raise them? How are they going to make sure that they are like, I keep making sure that like Matt takes all these pictures of me with them because God forbid something happens and they're not going to remember me. I want them to know how much I love them and how obsessed with them I am. And I think that's like part of this crazy hormone, all of these hormone things that are happening, hormone things. What the fuck? I'm so not technical when it comes to any of these things, but you know what I'm saying. I just want to make sure that I am healthy and good for them. So something that I have been really wanting to do for a long time, but I've kept putting it off because I like don't want to know and it like stresses me out. So my mom had, I don't know the exact term because I always forget and I always text her and she has to tell me some sort of endometrial cancer. And this was 2014, and that like rocked my world. It was just devastating, and I lost an aunt to cancer. Like everyone in my family has had cancer. It just like is devastating. But my mom, she's here, she's healthy, she's good. So I'm so happy about that, of course. But in her process of dealing with all of that, they ended up getting her tested, and she has a genetic disorder called Lynch syndrome, which is basically like a mutation, one of her genes that makes her higher risk for certain cancers like colon cancer, anything to do with like uterine, ovarian, endometrial, whatever. I'm so bad with the terms, but you get the gist. So you have a higher risk for certain cancers. And then she told my sister and I that we need to get tested for this gene and make sure, because if you do have this gene, you are at a higher risk. So for the last, 12 years, I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like, I'm scared, but also like it's important to take care of yourself. It really, really fucking is. And like, I'm aware of that. And now that I have kids, I'm like, I need to get tested. I need to make sure that I'm okay. And if anything is wrong, we can take care of it. So, long story short, talked to my primary care doctor about this mutation. And so she sent me for referral to this genetic counselor. Long story short, they couldn't get me in until 2027. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what if I have this gene? What if I have something growing inside of me? And it just stressed me out so much that I did like all this research, all these calls. And then I realized you can get your own genetic testing done. You don't need to go through a genetic counselor. You can just like pay for testing. And I'm like, I need to do this because I need to know. Like, my postpartum spiral brain was just like doing all these things. So I had to take care of it. So they like send you this kit and you do a swab. And so then over the last few weeks, I've just been spiraling. Like, am I going to have this gene? It was just wrong. Blah, blah, blah. I've just been like freaking myself out about it because I'm like, now that I'm like not postpartum and well, I mean, I guess I am postpartum. How long is postpartum supposed to be? Longer than fucking 6 weeks, that's for sure. Anywho, I got my results last week and I, of course, have this gene. There's a 50-50 chance that you have this mutation and I have it. So naturally, I like bawled my eyes out. I was freaking out, like talking to Matt about it. And he's like, and my sister, like, I'm literally spiraling. I probably have colon cancer, and then this is wrong, and that is wrong. And it just has been, it was so stressful. And then I came to the realization through many pep talks from everyone in my family, this doesn't mean that you have the like cancer. It just means that you have a higher risk for it. And it's almost like you have this cheat code, right? Like, you have a higher risk for these cancers, so you have to test for it. You have to make sure that you take care of yourself. And I think I've just had my head in the sand for so long that I'm like, wait a minute, like, I have kids. I have to be around. I have to be healthy to take care of myself. I'm glad I know this now. So now I'm going to go next week for my colonoscopy. Of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm scared. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also like, it is what it is. And now I'm going to call my primary care and I'm going to take care of all my other things, make sure that I'm good, because health is wealth. And Matt keeps getting so annoyed with me when I say that, and I'm saying that in a jokey way, but your health really is so important. And I think as women, we're always putting ourselves on the back burner. It's like we take care of everyone else first, and then if there's time, you get around to it. And I look at that for everything in my life, like whether it's like self-care, like going to the gym, going to the doctor. It's like, okay, it's fine. I feel fine. I don't have to worry about it. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to make it a priority. And that isn't selfish. That's literally taking care of yourself so you can be good for everybody else. And I think what I'm trying to say is that's kind of like been my theme over the last few weeks. Now that, again, the cobwebs are gone, or they're not gone completely. There's still a few cobwebs in the corners, right? But I'm slowly coming back to myself, or into this new version of myself. And I'm prioritizing myself. And even though it's taking some of the time that I have with my kids away from that, it's not a bad thing. I'm taking care of myself. I'm going to make sure that I feel good so I can be a better mom. And again, whether that's going to Pilates a couple extra times, because I have this guilt of like, I shouldn't be going to Pilates. I should be hanging out with my kids. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. And I just like want to stop that mindset. And I think I'm doing better with it. And I guess I'm just saying this for any other moms out there who feel like you can't prioritize yourself because it's selfish. And that is not selfish. Self-care, going to the fucking doctor. Like, why am I worried about going to the doctor? And I'm like, oh, I should be with my kids. No, I'm going to the doctor so I can be healthy and feel good. Like, why? Why are we like this, ladies? And maybe there's some women that aren't like that. And that's fine too. Like, that doesn't mean any way is right or wrong. But fucking prioritize yourself. Make yourself a priority. Do the shit you got to do. Take care of yourself, because it's only going to be better for everybody else. Something else I've been doing recently is meeting with, I mean, I guess you could call him a life coach. He's more like a marketing consultant. I have a social media manager that helps me with my pages, and she introduced me to him because I feel like I've just been spread so thin when it comes to Snatch, the podcast, building my social media, all of the things. I feel like I'm like spread so thin. So luckily I have her to help me with all these things, but Snatch is kind of like gone on the back burner because I don't have the time or capacity to make it what I want it to be. Because again, self-care, trying to take care of my kids, figuring out my health, what is going on. Like I'm like all over the place. And I feel like it's so funny because he didn't really tell me anything that was different than what my mom has told me or what my sister has told me or what Matt has told me about like making things a priority or prioritizing myself or taking too much on and putting too much on my plate. But sometimes when somebody tells you something like in a blunt way and it's coming from a different point, like a different point of, not a different point of view, but like a different perspective, a different, like an outside perspective, it just like spoke to me. And I feel like over the last few weeks, and maybe it's a combination of everything. Maybe it's a combination of the hormones, the dust settling, no longer breastfeeding, prioritizing my health, meeting with this life coach, like all of the things, I feel so much lighter. And I feel like I can breathe again. I don't feel like so overwhelmed. And I'm looking back at the version of Leah Say from like 2 months ago, and I'm like, holy shit, that woman was like just in it and she was going through it. And at the time I knew it, but it's so hard when you're in it sometimes to like pull yourself out. And all it takes is like one little step in the right direction. You're like, oh, everything just kind of snowballs from there. And I feel lighter. I feel amazing. I feel, and don't get me wrong, I'm still not fucking sleeping, so I'm exhausted. I'm the only woman in the history of the world who had her eye bags removed and then they grew back because she's so fucking tired. But I just feel lighter. And sometimes all it takes is just like that first step of just like making a change, whether it is just prioritizing your health, whether it's meeting with a consultant on your life or a therapist or having a chat with a girlfriend or growing, like moving out of your comfort zone and just like doing something that you wouldn't normally do. And it's like this crazy effect from there. And I really would like to know from other moms out there, I think I said this earlier, when did you start feeling like yourself, like full on yourself, not just like little glimmers of hope, little glimpses? When did you start feeling like yourself after your baby? I really want to know because I just like want to look forward to that. Let me know. Okay, cool. Hope you guys are still listening because I'm fucking all over the place.
You gotta get on my level.
You did it. Somewhere between the laundry and the meltdowns, you made time for another episode of Hot Mom Shit. If something today made you feel a little less alone, text it to the mom who could use the reminder too. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode and come hang out with me at the Leah Vandale. Remember, babe, none of us have our shit together.